Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with, is the American school system failing? I know a lot of people, especially not from America, think so. They're 100% sure that it is. A lot of people from America also agree. I just feel like we're taught a lot of things that aren't gonna help us later in life, if that makes sense. I feel like we should be taught more things that are gonna help us in life, as far as how to handle your finances, credit. Teach us about credit. Teach us about how to do our taxes. Teach us about all of these things, right? And teach us about how to do interviews. All, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're just not taught about much of that. I feel like it's starting to change at this point, because now they're starting to put like more trades in high school. The high school I went to now, like, you can get a beauty degree or something, know what I'm saying? Or handy, welding, something like that. But you can learn a trade now, which I think is really important. And I just didn't have that when I was in school. But I feel like it's starting to change. And there's these classes that I'm talking about are starting to be implemented. But when I was in school, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the stuff that we were taught, I haven't used since school. But anyways, before we jump into this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You'll subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. I'm human. I talk back. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. What we got?
It is so sad to see how the American education system has seriously failed us all. I literally only learned 3 important things in school, which literally aren't important in the real world. 1, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. 2, ethos, pathos, and logos. And 3, y equals mx plus you'll never use this equation ever again in your life. We literally spent
Never. That's what I'm saying. The stuff that we learned, I'm like, when I got out of school, I'm like, I don't need to know any of this.
Logos. And 3, y equals mx plus you'll never use this equation ever again in your life. We literally spent over a decade of our lives in school, and Americans are always left behind. We're not taught to do shit that we actually need to learn. Like, please teach me how to open a credit card, pay my taxes, fucking write a check? Or how much is a 20% tip? Like, that would be something I want to learn. Not how to find the laundry.
I can learn that. They did teach me. I mean, we learned about how to multiply percentages and all that stuff, so I can do a 20% tip if you show me how much money the bill was. Like, that's not a problem. But everything else, I understand. I can relate to exactly what he's saying.
A check? Or how much is a 20% tip? Like, that would be something I want to learn. Not how to find the longitude of the circumference of Drake's left nut, then solve for X. Or dumb word problems like Sally had 5 apples and Nick had 4, now how many birds are in the sky? That is not what I need to learn. So until schools actually teach us shit that we need to know, I don't think we should be expecting anything from them.
If cow is to wolf, as butter is to egg, what is apple? Yeah, I don't know, but how do I pay a bill? Y equals mx plus b. How do I get a job? Fuck! The nucleus is the powerhouse of the cell. Like, I don't know what you fucking...
Hi, Mr. Johnson.
I love it. I love it.
This is the powerhouse of the cell. Like, I don't know what you fucking...
Hi, Mrs. Johnson. Thank you so much for coming to the parent-teacher conference today. Of course, I heard there was a problem with Billy. Yeah, there's actually been a big problem with Billy. Believe it or not, as an 8-year-old boy, he doesn't want to sit in a desk for 8 hours a day and do nothing. He also won't stop talking to the other 8-year-old boys that are sitting all around him during the whole day. So this is pretty groundbreaking stuff, as you can see. Oh my God, not my baby, no! Not to worry, me and Big Pharma have a solution for this. I'm just going to throw the Juice WRLD combo at him, and we're going to put him on Adderall, Vyvanse.
The Juice WRLD combo. But yes, thank you so much for this. An 8-year-old boy, I'm sorry, man, but your 8-year-old boy doesn't want to sit still for 8 hours, and he continues to keep talking to the other 8-year-old boys that are around him. And we call that what? Attention deficit disorder, hyper deficit, this ADHD. Know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, they're 8 years old. They don't want to. I don't want to sit still as a 27-year-old for 8 hours. I don't want to sit. I look at something for 45 minutes, I'm like, I gotta move around. Like, I can't. I'm getting bored. That's how they are. That's how they're designed. We need to figure out how to teach them in a way that's fun for them. You feel me?
The Juice World combo at them, and we're gonna put them on Adderall, Vyvanse, Molly, Percocets, promethazine, codeine, acid. Screw it, we'll throw some heroin in there. I feel like something will fix it. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong if you throw it all at them. You know what I mean? Oh my God! Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, and the best part is there's no downsides to this. Other than he'll be desensitized to life, he'll be addicted to these drugs forever, and life will slowly become meaningless. But other than that,
this is why the school system has been failing us. All right, kids, today we're going to be learning long division. Hey, Mr. Jones, I already solved it. There's no way, Billy. The answer is right here. That's called cheating. You're going to fail this class. So it looks like this property is going to have a cash-on-cash return of 25%. Nice work, man. This property is going to put us over the $1 million mark. All right, guys, do not rely on school for your financial education, please. They're not going to teach you, but I will. Make sure to give me a...
This is for everyone who needs to.
So keep it going.
School for your financial education, please. They're not going to teach you, but I will. Make sure to give me a...
This is for everyone who needs to hear this. It is not the American school system fault that you thought in Africa that they had zero water, zero buildings, had pyramids everywhere, lived in only deserts, and had lions as pets. You're just stupid, Emily.
Things that the American school...
I'll give you that. That's a fact. If you thought that then yeah, you're not on there. It's not the school system. I love that. I love that one.
And had lions as pets. You're just stupid, Emily.
Things that the American school system prioritized, and I'm not 100% sure why they did that. Why was it so important to let me know that Henry VIII killed a whole bunch of women? Can I file my taxes without crying? No, but can I tell you this man was chopping up women like liver and onions? Damn straight. When I was young, I thought the difference between a child and an adult was the ability to write fancy. Not true. After learning how to write cursive, no one ever asked me to write in cursive ever again. Apparently they don't even teach kids this anymore, which is absolute bullshit, because making those capital G's was super goddamn hard. Right before EX...
I hated it. I had to learn how to write in cursive. Yeah, you don't need it
more, which is absolute bullshit, because making those capital G's was super goddamn hard. Right before E except after C has made me look stupid for far too long. This rule applies to like 3 goddamn words. I've been spelling shit wrong my whole life because of it. Protein, vein, weight. I mean, for fuck's sake. I don't even know if the Dewey Decimal System still exists, but goddamn, that shit was too complicated for a child. I remember they were teaching this to me.
I forgot all about this. Oh my gosh. It just came back. He just struck my memories again. I completely forgot about the Dewey Decimal System. Oh my god, this is crazy.
System still exists, but goddamn, that shit was too complicated for a child. I remember they were teaching this to me, and as a child I decided this will not be important. Thank God for Google, because I can barely read.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through.
Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring...
Stand up straight. Why you have such...
Keep it rolling. No
Bring
comment.
back all the memories, and the memories bring...
Stand up straight. Why you have such shit posture? Blame the American school system for this. Okay, that answer works for literally 99% of things, but this isn't a case. You have to just stand up straight. No, this is also their fault, because they used to make me carry 20 pounds of books a day during school. So, to compensate, I had to lean forward, and now I have bad posture.
How do I file for taxes?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I never carried around books. You really didn't use them in class. I didn't understand why they even gave them to you. They gave them to me. They literally stayed in my locker all year.
Compensate, I had to lean forward, and now I have bad posture.
How do I file for taxes?
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Great, but how do I get a good paying job out of college?
Pi is 3.14.
How do I change a tire?
We went to the moon in 1969.
Do you want to tell your father about what happened at school today?
I flunked my math quiz.
No, the other thing.
What other thing? What happened at school today?
Oh, the school shooting?
doing?
Oh yeah, some kid shot up the school.
Who shot up the school? Was it you?
No.
Did you get shot?
No.
Oh.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize?
Unfortunately,
What?
you become numb to it.
Oh.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore?
The American education system. And just hear me out. So from the age of 5, and sometimes earlier, because we do put our kids in these fancy preschools and pay a whole lot of money just so our kid can have the edge over the next child. We teach our kids through the American school system to sit down, behave, and be complacent. They spend 8 hours in school and then they come home with homework, further ensuring that they spend no time with family, we have no time to feed into them, and no time to teach them right from wrong. Then we subject them to years of standardized testing so that they learn how to pass tests instead of learning things that actually help them as an adult, like budgeting or credit building or investing. Then we make them compete to get into college, where they spend their money and their parents' money and go into huge amounts of debt just so they can be trained to go work for somebody else. So essentially, we're being charged to be trained to work on somebody else's job. Then when they get out of college and they've racked up all this debt between them and their parents, more than half of those students cannot find a job in their field of choice. They're still responsible for that debt, though.
Like, I couldn't there's nothing to disagree with what she said. She was completely spot on. She hit the nail right on the head, everything she said, and it's wild. It doesn't make sense, but I completely agree with what she said.
In their field of choice. They're still responsible for that debt, though.
We're gonna get sued. We're gonna get killed. What the fuck? They really tried to play it. No.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. The public school system does not care about the kids. Now, I'm not talking about teachers. There are some amazing teachers out there. We homeschool. The reason why I wanted to homeschool is because of some things that my kids were going through, as well as some stuff that I experienced when I was going to school. So I'm not speaking about the amazing teachers that we have. I'm talking about the public school system as a whole. When it comes to public schools, it's all about money. It's all about how much money that the schools can bring in so the government can fund them for their activities, their sports, whatever they may need for their school. Why do you think that we have standardized testing? Higher test scores equals more money. Why do you think schools cram in so much information in the time that they have the kids there at the school? Why do you think lunches aren't free? Why do you think free time and all the time that they have where they're not learning is so limited and has on a time schedule? It's all about money and how much funding they can get for their school. There was another creator on here that said it perfectly. Public schools are not teaching kids. They're teaching kids how to memorize information. If you look at other countries' education systems, America has everything ass backwards. We need to tear the American school system down and rebuild it from the ground up because we are failing these kids.
That is it. You're teaching kids how to memorize information. That is all. We're not teaching kids how to be creative, how to be problem solvers. We're basically just teaching them how to memorize information, which this information, they're not, as soon as they graduate, they're not going to need. But what they do need to be able to do is learn how to think creatively, learn how to think outside of the box. What they do need to be able to do is learn how to solve problems. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like my siblings always said, Darian, like, you're very book smart, but you have no common sense. Like, and they were right. Like, there's literally moments where I literally just, like, there was such an easy fix to the problem, and my brain it couldn't think of it. And I was like, I just felt so stupid, and I was like, I really I really lack common sense. Like, get to schools, I can make great grades, book smart, got it all. Common sense, I was slacking. I was slacking in that department. I still be slacking, I ain't gonna lie.
School system down and rebuild it from the ground up because we are failing these kids.
Oh, what did it say? Become a teacher to make a difference. Work to the bone and disrespected constantly for next to no money. Realizes the American public school system as a whole is broken.
No, little German boy! Don't go to the American school system! My mental health has hit an all-time low.
Let's go, bro. I love America. I love getting a free cheese sandwich because I don't got no money in my account. Let's go.
That's savage, bro. I just didn't eat. Whenever I was in that situation, I just didn't eat, bro, because I'm not eating no cheese sandwich, bro. Like, you're not finna give me no cheese sandwich. Don't disrespect me like that.
Sandwich because I don't got no money in my account. Let's go.
At least melt the cheese. Grill it. Give me a grilled cheese. I know just 2 pieces of bread and 2 cold pieces of cheese. Oh, all right. In case I gotta read it in case some of you, because I know it's smaller on this screen. My bad. All right, here we go. Americans entering the school system at age 5. America is the best country in the world. You are so lucky to live here. Everybody wants to be here. Chrissy Columbus had to remove the Indians for us, but he negotiated. We were kind enough to let them keep some land here. He negotiated to let them keep some land here, even though they were already on all the land. They were already here, but he came in and he was so nice out of the goodness of his heart. He allowed them to keep land here. This is like she said at the beginning, Americans entering the school system at age 5. This is how it's taught. We had slavery, but we got rid of it. We're all equal now. Fact, that's how it goes. Just remember, America is always the victim or the savior. We are the good guys. Oh my gosh, if she not hitting the nail right on the head with this is the way that it's taught. She is literally hitting it on the head. This is exactly how it's taught. Americans entering the real world. B, Native Americans were mass murdered by colonizers. Chrissy Columbus had slaves and raped people, babe. He sucked. Systematic racism is still a huge problem. We really gonna ignore the mass incarcerations of black people post-slavery to just continue slavery in a different shape? Don't forget about police brutality too, B. Your education left out some key information. America's #1 in incarceration. And #2 for gun violence. I think we moved to #1 for gun violence? I mean, we got way too many guns. I feel like we moved to #1 by now. But what if not? What country has more gun violence than us? Oh, dang. We are the only industrialized country without universal health care. Only 7 nations out of 197 refuse to ratify the International Bill of Rights for Women. The U.S. is one of them. Other countries look at us like this 95% of the time. What can I do? Educate people now that you know the reality of this poop smear country. But yeah, that's how it is. There's just a lot of important things that you're not taught in school. You're just taught to memorize information, to pass standardized tests, to make the school more money. But like I said, now they're starting to put different trades in school. You can learn a trade if that's what you choose to do in school. You're learning. They're starting to implement other things where you can learn more things about things that are going to help you outside of life. These financial classes are starting to come into school, and so I think it is getting better, but I think there's still a long way to go. And we're going through a big teacher shortage right now, just because the school, like the subjects and stuff, may be getting better and more helpful, but I feel like the students may be getting worse. That's all we got for this one. You guys got a favorite video you want? And the students and the administration, not the teachers, but the administration, I feel like is just like the stuff that the teachers are asked to do for the amount that they make is absolutely ridiculous. You guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, you can subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of that, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal, out.